Hey everybody, my name is Now. Welcome back to the show. What's up, you fucking degenerates? I figured I would do something a little bit different. Standing up. That TV is definitely fucking the lighting. Much better. This is weird. There's this weird line coming from my... Yeah, it's gone. Okay. So, it's now completely dark in my room, except for the window. And if you want, I can even go back to the RNG days where I held a microphone in my hand that didn't fucking work because it's broken, and it's literally just something for me to hold in my hand. Before I start real quick, you might have noticed something that's changed other than the fact that I'm standing up and not sitting down. This hair right here is brought to you by my friend Gabriel. He's currently going to school for cosmetics at Paul Mitchell, and I'm gonna leave his socials in the description below because he's trying to become a stylist. He's trying to open up his own salon, and I really want to support him because I'm a part of that project. And also, he's just a good friend of mine. I've known him for the longest time. He's never been in a video of mine. We tried to do a video where he does my makeup and shit, but I ended up scrapping it. And with that out of the way, let's just jump into it. That sounded like an orgasm. That I didn't mean to do that. So, if you've been living under a rock for the past, I would say 2 weeks now, you might have heard that Xbox and PlayStation are teaming up. I am in real time looking up the story. PlayStation and Xbox announce plans to work together as streaming proliferate? What does this mean, you might be asking? Sony and Microsoft just announced they'll partner on new innovations to enhance customer experiences. Innovations. That wouldn't sound odd at all if these were just two big tech and electronic companies, but Sony markets the Sony PlayStation gaming console and Microsoft markets the competing Xbox. So a partnership from that standpoint seems as likely as Ford announcing a little link up with Chevy. They were coming together to fight like a PC, compete against a PC streaming service. And I can't remember for the life of me what it was called, and it's not fucking telling me what it's called. This is really gay. Okay, whatever. That's basically the story. Whatever. Did you know the fucking story? You've seen it from other YouTubers. But yeah, so Sony and Microsoft are coming together to make a gaming streaming service to rival a PC streaming service that I can't fucking find what the name is at the moment. If I can find it at some point in editing, you'll find it on the screen here. And a lot of people have been saying that this might be the first step to crossplay. Crossplay gaming. Doesn't that sound fun? I think it sounds fun. So yeah, I just wanted to throw my 2 cents in there. See, here I am throwing my 2 cents in there. So, as this being a first step towards crossplay gaming, I'm not 100% sure because you have to realize these two companies are businesses. The only reason they're coming together in the first place is to rival another company. But let's go under the scenario that it'll happen, that eventually crossplay will happen, and this is the first step to it. What would the result be? So if I'm playing Warframe, for instance, and I got a buddy who's playing Warframe on Xbox, oh no, we can't play together. We're on different platforms, buddy. And it's not really as simple as just playing on PlayStation and Xbox at the same time, because despite Warframe being a free-to-play game that is marketed as actually free, realistically there actually is quite a bit of money going into it. Even if it's not money, there's time. So like with Apex, for example, let's use Apex as an example, just because, you know, I made a video of it last week, or 2 weeks ago. Fuck. On PlayStation, like, my stats are good. I'm level, I think, like 66. I have over 300 kills on Wraith, over 100 kills on Octane, working on Pathfinder. Whereas on Xbox, I have like 10 on Wraith, and no kills on any other legend, because Wraith is basically all I play. Let's say Destiny 2, you know, there's a lot of exotic quests, there's a lot of getting your light up and stuff like that. That's a lot of stuff that's, by the way, time gated. It's too much of a pain in the ass to have a Guardian on Destiny 2 on both consoles and trying to keep them caught up in terms of like their light level and what exotics you have and stuff like that. And I don't really have enough time to give a shit about my Guardian on Xbox One, because all that time I put into, you know, getting my Guardian up on PlayStation, that is now doubled trying to get it on Xbox as well, and I'm not gonna do that. I have work, I have school, I have a social life, believe it or not. I'm not gonna do that. How could we potentially make it so that we could main on one console, like have all of our time, all of our money, all of our resources on one console? I main PlayStation, but a majority of my closest friends are on Xbox. So what's the solution here? Crossplay! That's right, crossplay is the solution. If crossplay were a thing, then theoretically at least, I would be able to play Destiny 2, play Apex, play Warframe, play Anthem, assuming I still played it, on PS4, but play it with my friends on Xbox. That would be the sort of benefit in crossplay. Now, there are a few questions as to how exactly this is going to work. Would I be able to have someone on Xbox on my friends list on PS4? That would be pretty dope. But then suddenly, if that were the case, taking usernames and all that, would someone on PlayStation have a username, say my username NV Borealis, and now suddenly nobody on Xbox, Switch, or Steam can have that same name? Now, NV Borealis is a pretty obscure name. I've never had it fail on me. I've used it to create accounts on multiple different platforms. Never has it once failed on me. But not everyone is as creative as I am. Not everyone has the same imagination that I do. So most other people would choose relatively common names. That's why a lot of people have numbers in their name, because they choose a relatively common name. It's taken, but they don't have any other ideas, so they just put numbers next to their name. So that would be a problem. And then that's under the assumption that we can even do that, that we can even befriend people on other platforms. Is that even possible? Is it possible to have someone on another platform on your friends list? Because if it's not, then think about it like this. You're logging on to Apex. You're wanting to play a game with your bros on Xbox, but oh no, you can't invite them to your squad because they're not on your friends list. How then would you be able to invite them to your squad if they're not on your friends list? You get what I'm saying? Like, there are a lot of issues with crossplay gaming. And the only way that I can think of at the moment, again, this is just one 20-year-old dude coming up with ideas literally on the spot, because this is not scripted. So I've literally come up with this idea in the last, 23 minutes. That's literally how long I've been recording. Speaking of which, I gotta fucking turn off my camera real quick. I'm sure, a board of executives at Sony or Microsoft can maybe come up with a better idea than this. But the only thing I'm thinking of at the moment, the only way to around this predicament that I can think of right now, in this very moment as I'm recording this, is perhaps possibly allowing you to link accounts between PlayStation and Xbox. So I have an account on PlayStation. I could then, theoretically, link that account into a Microsoft account, a Steam account, and a Switch account. And I don't actually have to have these platforms, it's just the accounts. And then maybe through some kind of app, either on your phone or on the PlayStation itself, like maybe somewhere in the settings where you can manage all your linked accounts. If the name that you go by on PlayStation is taken on any of the other platforms, it maybe gives you a chance to change it. So you could go into your settings, you can manage, fucking shut up, I don't care that something is trending on Reddit. Through linked accounts, you could maybe manage your Xbox account through your PlayStation, again on settings, and you could befriend people on other platforms. And then when you invite people to games, it shows your friends list for all platforms and not just on PlayStation. Again, I came up with a solution in like 25 minutes, and I'm pretty sure multiple boards of executives at multiple different giant tech companies could probably come up with a better solution than that, given a few weeks. But that's the best solution I can think of at the moment. But it would more or less fix every issue. Hey everybody, my name is Niall, future Niall, after recording the video that you're watching at the moment. So while I was editing the video, I noticed there are a few issues with my solution to sort of fix cross-play gaming. While you don't have to have the platform, like while you don't have to have an Xbox One to have Xbox Live Gold, and theoretically, at least with my solution, you will still have to pay for Xbox Live Gold. So you still have to pay the $10 a month or however much it is to be able to play with your friends on Xbox. Same thing with Switch, same thing with, actually Steam doesn't have an online service thing. But you'd still have to pay for the online services for those platforms. And say, like, if you don't have Xbox Live Gold, then you don't have access to your friends list on Xbox. And same thing with changing usernames, you would have to still pay for it. But it's not really too much of an issue because you already kind of have to do that. The only difference is that you don't actually have to pay $300 for the console itself. You just have to pay for the account and pay for changing the username and stuff like that. So I just thought I'd put that in there. It's something I realized while editing the video. So I'm going to throw it back to Past Nile. That's going to be it for today's video, everybody. Hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe to the channel for more content like this. And I hope to see you all in the next video. This is Nile, signing out.